Okay. I'll wait for you.
Yes.
Okay. Just wait for you. Here we are.
Drivers, to your
All
cars.
right. Go.
And here we are at the paperclip. Hello everyone, welcome in to the STP 250 here at the AT&T Grand National Series. I am here as usual with my good friend Angel. Angel, how you doing over here this afternoon?
I'm doing really good. It is time for clipping. You get it?
Oh
It's time to go
boy.
clipping.
Oh boy. Let's not go through every single definition of clipping, please. Not only be here for a while, but we want to keep our rating. Anyway, okay. I guess this is the best time for us to talk about this track over here. Short track, half a mile. Something that cars or drivers need to take care of is their brakes. We've seen plenty of issues related to it, and if we've seen reliability issues lately, oh boy, they've really been stacking up in the past month there, Angel. So, do you think brakes is important, or is there something else we need to put in consideration here?
Well, it is important because you don't want your brakes to go glowing cherry red in turn 4 on the final lap, because that means that is a one-way ticket, or what was a one-way ticket to meeting your creator.
Oh boy, yeah, I can agree with you on that one, as I think this might be the perfect opportunity to take a look at your starting lineup for the 2026 STP 250 from Martinsville.
However, before we do that, there is some controversy surrounding the one of the camps, that camp being the Mei Hatsume Enterprises camp. Authorities in Japan have arrested and are right now awaiting trial for Mei Hatsume Enterprises driver Ochako Yoraka, following some very horrendous drama that happened outside of the racetrack.
Oh yeah, that is a topic, and speaking of topics, I kind of wanted to avoid it for a little bit, but it's inevitable at this point. But yes, we did get sources throughout the last week. Even though the investigation kind of started in America, and more severe incidents did happen in America, the reason for the arrests are still a little foggy, but there are federal charges coming into play, and since we're looking at both jurisdictions here, they decided it's going to be run in American court in front of a federal judge in the state of North Carolina. So that is one piece of information right there, and that's one of two controversies here. But there is a part 2 of this show, don't you worry. But beforehand, we gotta talk about another hauler in the garage area. For those who did not recall, there was supposed to be a race last week at Darlington for Straight Talk, AT&T, and Cricket Cup. Well, there's a big problem, and it consisted of some controversy involving some of the fans. While Tari Smith was signing autographs shortly after qualifying sessions from AT&T, somebody threw a punch at her, and it started a slew of hate crimes all over the place. It was later found out that Tari eventually decided to come out publicly as bisexual. So because of that, this week, a lot of these Smart Motorsports and Glitz Racing Ventures entries this week will have a small sticker that says I stand with Tari with some sort of bisexual flag right next to it. Basically, that's going to be the premise for this week. But as a result of the escalating events that happened at Darlington, which resulted in the feds getting involved to investigate, we're not going to go to gruesome details on this one, because you two would hate that, first of all. Second of all, It's for the sake for everyone here. So if you want to know more details, go ahead and join the Cricket NR League server. We'll catch you up on it. But that was the reason why Darlington was not going to be given a go here, and the schedule had to be updated. So because of all that, let's go over the starting lineup officially for the STP 250. And on the pole, we got the Oscar Mayer Chevrolet of Ryan Truex. That's the Oscar Mayer sponsorship. Oh boy. Something tells me we have another party mode engine, but not really. It's pretty much an inside joke. But we got William Sawalich going for double duty at Martinsville. Starting good in second place. Angel.
World 2, we're going to find Shoto Todoroki, who's going to be running double duty this weekend. And next to him, Jimmy Johnson in his fast, low Chevrolet. He's going to try to tame this place like if we are in the late 2000s.
Oh boy. And in the third round, you get Psycho Bichitaro and that Sweffer 4 desperately needing a great run here, and she's getting it. And Christopher Diaz, his teammate might have fallen to something, but we'll see where he fell later on. Here's Christopher Diaz, yeah. That's what we got to say on that one.
Is going to be Lazaria Smith in the Claire's number 11 Charger and the Cinemex Mustang of Romina Ortiz. She's not going to get her 8-wide racing this weekend.
Yeah, absolutely not. As we got Shane Kane, the Fireball Mustang. Next to him, we got a conflicting OEM sponsor of this Sally Sonic, driven by Corey LaJoy.
Behind them is going to be Lynn Loud Jr. in the Bulldogs Charger and the Carl's Jr. Charger of Riley Anderson. No bets.
Here we go again with the gambling, Riley. Up next, we got Gavilan Cove Dennis and the Snickers Bites Mustang. And next to him, we got Phineas Flynn and the iHeartRadio Camry.
Next up, we're going to see Jamie McMurray in the McDonald's Impala and the Always Melody YT Impala of Melody Purple.
And speaking of fun people, we got Deku and that Banky Nimco Camry. And of course, next to him, we got... Oh no, not this again. Don't worry, Alex, it's gonna work this time, I promise you. It's Kroger, not Walmart. Chevrolet Jasmine Prime.
Next up is going to be Carlo Herrera in the Banco Azteca Camry and the UPS Impala of Daniel Bogdasarov.
Up next, we got Consolao teammates over here. Got Regina Savin and that Chevrolet over there, number 36. And of course, next to her, Dale Bush. That's why he's not in the commentary booth here today. He is driving that NOS Energy Chevrolet.
Behind them is going to be Hernie Camille in the Haviland Charger, Texaco Haviland, and Mini Yamori in the KFC colors, which, being a different driver, should it be finger-licking or not finger-licking good?
Oh boy, let's not go over the context for this one, folks. Long story short, there was supposed to be somebody else, which led to part 2 of the whole May Haunts Me controversy. But up next, we got Clyde McBride and that Busch Light Mustang, and only making her second start of this season. I know, right?
Yeah.
We got Sue in the 01, because if I said her full name, she would get out of her car, go in the commentary booth, slap me with the tongue, and then go back into her car. So it's Sue.
Next up is going to be Zoe Persons in the Double X NR Offline League Impala and the Sirius Satellite Radio Mustang of Ito Teiji. Last race winner, by the way.
Absolutely there. Roush has to be happy about that, as we got Ruby Vaughn, thank you, and the 5-hour Energy Charger. And of course, next to Ruby, we got Georgia Hart and another Charger, this time driven by Sam's Club.
You said it wrong, but anyways.
Oh boy.
Next up is Ann Boonchoey in the Air Asia Impala and Tari Smith in the Glitch 03 Mustang.
And of course, the row after them, we got Laura Monso. Oh boy, I started there for a moment, but it's okay. Moving on, We got Eileen Galvin and that 25. Eileen Galvin could become a potential new favorite to move up to Cricket Cup in 27. More on that in future weeks.
Next up is everyone's most hated driver in this field, Haley Deegan in the Monster Mustang, and Desiree Hudson in the Cold Stone Ice Cream Impala.
Goodness me. Up next, we got Morgan McGill in that 99 Stranger Things Impala. And next to her, we got, I swear to God, Bucky Jr. drove this car in qualifying, Lana Loud, and the Bucky's Charger.
Next up is Maggie Splitzer in the Save Big Money at Menards Charger.
Oh my goodness.
And the Telemundo Mustang of Luz Naceda.
And of course, in the final row, we got Mark Games and that Double X Chevrolet. Oh boy, Double X all over the damn place. And Nina Lahife and that Mustang. And since he decided to qualify last, we gotta do the honors. Yeah. Sorry, Seb. You said it's the rules. You get hit with a coconut. So, before these cars fire away, let's talk about what the heck happened before we do our picks here. So, it was the start of this week. And for some reason in Pennsylvania, there was a certain hauler that went missing. And it was the number 6 entry. Now, originally, there was somebody by the name of Jeffy Murray, what the? Okay, anyway, originally Jeffy was going to be one to drive the car since May Hatsumi offered literally 20 people, including Sean Ard, a few people of our locos, even Momo declined, and especially offered the cat girl. Yes, the freaking cat girl of all people. But at the end of the day, she did find somebody after 20 attempts, and it was Jeffy. Well, that was a problem. Jeffy's hauler got stolen. And not only did that start an investigation, but Jeffy got kidnapped by his own father. For those who know SML, if you know, you know. Long story short, authorities did take a certain by the name of Marvin, who was originally named Mario, into custody. Yes, oh boy. Take a look at the lore, people. Long story short, Jeffy's out of the car, and we got somebody from Japan who flew all the way to America to fill in. And this is where Minnie comes in, and I am not going to talk about how they got her signed. Let's be honest here. Because there was originally going to be another sponsor for her, but some people, including myself, would have rejected it. So now we got that out of the way. Angel, who do you think is going to win this one?
For this one, I'm going to go with one of the Castle Out drivers in the camp.
Okay.
But not from Castellat. I'm going to go with D2. I'm going to go with Morgan McGill this one.
All right, fair enough. And honestly, I could have picked Psycho, but I'm going to go somewhere different because people would boo at me if I did. So because of that, I'm going to pick somebody else on the inside row to get the win here. We have seen some curse winners and curse entries. So I am going to pick the one right ahead of Psycho, and that's going to be Todoraki over there. He was originally going to get KFC in the entry, but he's going to get that starting at Bristol. It would be nice to give him a good impression by visiting Victory Lane. As we're waiting to see if anybody else wants to make the predictions before we start the engines here, we do have a bit of time.
As we are getting ready now, it is now time to go over those famous words in motorsports.
Drivers, start your engines.
Oh, there they are. Taking a little bit to start the engines there, but that's okay. We have some time. As while they get out of here, we don't have a lot of time here, so I'm just going to go ahead and reveal who decided to not be fast enough to make the show. So first of all, Austin Hunter for Castle Out, he got knocked out. We got Annabelle Alberti. Yeah, Alex probably ain't going to be happy about that one. Jesse Love, Justin Ogard, Tyler Reddick, all of them are racing in real life anyway. Jalika Colfane is a shocker. And last but not least, Anna Spork. Yes, we are using bonus points for this season, hence why we got a crap ton of new D&Qs. Coming out of turn 4, Truex is going to lead him to the flag, and here we go! We're kicking off the STP 250 in Martinsville. Oh boy, that was a mouthful.
They're going 3 wide already.
Oh boy, the last thing you want to do, especially this early, is go 3 wide, but they are desperate to find their way to the front, as Ryan Truex is going to be the one that leads them for lap number 1. Now, we are going to have a ton of laps here, so exactly 150 laps if I see correctly here, so we're in for a long one, folks. Enjoy the show.
Oh yes, and remember, in a short track like the paperclip, track position is going to be key. No matter where you are on the racetrack, it is going to be quintessential where you are, or I don't know, if you want to use your car as a weapon to move others out of the way.
Yeah, that will especially be the case if we get the lap traffic. And that's if we get a green flag session enough for lap traffic, which is pretty likely around here. The only types of wrecks we usually see is those going 3 wide or those having issues entering pit road. Which doesn't happen very often, but you never know at this place. As you're taking a look at the number 14, the Georgia Bulldog scheme, running their way through. Whoop. Peaked and it worked. Getting not quite past Christopher Diaz yet. Looks like there's momentum from the outside lane, which is unusual for Martinsville, but hey, we love to expect the unexpected.
Oh yes, and remember that with the recent adjustments that the Cricket NR League actually introduced to this track, now you can use both inside and outside.
The outside lane is not going to be very easy, that's for sure. And yeah, I can see how it could be controversial or could be questionable. As we have Romero Ortiz over here. Now Romero Ortiz, well, here's something interesting that developed not with Romina, but morally with Benjamin. There were some word out here that there's a possibility that the Ortiz's futures may actually be solidified with the Router sisters. There has been recent word that Benjamin Ortiz did sign a 2-year extension to stay with the Cup program, and that's good signs for Romina to stick around as well. Speaking of silly season, Riley Anderson, the 16. Well, here's something interesting. Riley may jump ship from Dodge. There's a possibility that Riley Anderson could be a favorite to go up to the Cricket Cup Series in 27 to become one of the more veteran drivers for Roush Racing, whether it be Ford or Mercedes. That's another story for a completely different day. So, we're going to keep an eye here, because since it is very early on the silly season, Angel, what else can you take out of this?
Well, I can already tell you this, that she's going to be one of the most valued rookies if she moves up to the Cup. However, that is up to her own discretion to move up to Cup.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, there's been some drivers that have solidified their advancement up to Cricket Cup, or nearly solidified it. There are some caveats here and there, but regardless, though, she could be one to go on rookie watch.
Whoa, don't go 3 wide over here, guys.
What are we doing? My goodness, she almost out again to the inside of Deco over there, but oh boy. Yeah, we'll see if we get any carnage here. That was close. We're going to have to wait and see here, as it seems like nothing has changed in the front, so it's best to take a look at the mid-pack for a while. And as for Riley Anderson,
so far.
Yeah, nothing much has happened, so well, let's see how they hang around the back here for a bit longer as we take a look at the fastest up it. Oh boy, isn't this coincidental? The pole setter is the fastest.
What a surprise.
To absolutely nobody. And look who is second fastest, to the surprise of absolutely nobody.
Yep, top 2 are the top 2 in the running order and in the fastest lap chart. So right now,
good grief.
So right now we could be seeing Ryan Truex getting the full 56 points of the whole weekend. 55 for the victory and the bonus.
As it looks, oh, yeah, the 04 looks like they might be having some issues here. I did see the exit out as the 04 for the past couple of laps here. And her exit not doing the best. She is supposedly fourth fastest on the track, but she just can't seem to get away from that 67.
Well, she got it. She just got third quickest.
Well, third quickest lap. Well, we'll take a look here in a moment, but Psycho trying to find the speed she needs because she desperately needs the points, because at this moment she is not locked into the show going into next week, so she needs a very good run if she is going to have a shot. As a matter of fact, I can take a look at the bonus points, because right now her entry only got 18 points, and they are behind 35th by about 30 some odd points. So she either needs a run right here and or she needs to win this race. And right now she is... Wait a minute, I think she's actually closing down a little bit.
Yeah, she's trying to. And yeah, and there it is. She's actually trying to pull away from Williams Sawalich. So that is what she needs to keep not only on the green, but also keep having those lonely runs.
Absolutely, because she needs the long run card to work if she's going to have any chance to get under Todoroki or Truex. This is her mission. She knows that she is in a delicate situation. She is in third, so this is opportunity central for Psycho. We've seen so many drivers low in the owner's points doing very good whenever they're very low in owner's points. So, great run by Psycho. We'll see if that converts to a great finish later, as we are stabilizing the front of the field. But holy cow, I just noticed this here. The top 7 separated by 3 seconds. However, take a look at 8th, 9th, and 10th, which are separated by quite a bit. It may not look like it, but oh my, the gap is quite significant between the front of the pack and all the rest of them over here. And then watch as they go back.
Yeah, so right now the field is currently at the front straightaway. It's like they're kind of chasing the tail at the moment. That is classic Martinsville right there.
Mm-hmm. And soon enough, probably somewhere in the 30s or 40s, as soon as we stay green, we will be seeing lap traffic. And this is especially bad because as soon as you're trapped a lap down on pace, there is no way for you to get back in contention. So you really got to keep that one in mind, because this is where the battle for the first car lap down really heats up. Now, the good news is it hasn't started yet, so you can breathe. We all can breathe as we see Ryan Truex, so we can specifically see where the last car is.
And the last car so far, it seems to not be in view of the leader yet, which could be a saving grace for both Suzuki and at the moment Mini, but it is not good. It is not good for them anyways. And there it is. We just saw them entering turn 1.
I told you to call me Sue. Boop, boop, boop. Oh my goodness. Told ya! As we got the 93 trying to close in on the 15 for the lead. Oh, that was a close one. As it seems to me that nobody is significantly running away from the other, which is interesting. That could put Psycho and Sawalich in contention for the lead later on, as, oh boy, Lazire with a slow exit there.
Yeah, she had a very slow exit. Right now, Shoto is trying to run down this 15, whether he likes it or not. So Truex,
and if they keep battling like this, Psycho is right there. Psycho is now less than a second behind the leader. if Ryan Truex can pull away, that can be his best bet. Because if this continues, we could see Psycho battling for second here pretty soon. And not only her, but if Sawallich sticks around, he too might be in contention. Which is pretty odd, because let's be honest here. Sawallich's recent history in racing, not the greatest. As we take a look at Todoroki right now, trying to wheel in Truex while trying to keep an eye on Psycho. This time he had a better exit out of 4, but a lot can change here as Psycho is... I think Psycho tried to send it there.
Yeah, she
Be
tried
prepared for a ton of sending here, folks. My goodness. As Psycho tried to do just that so she can try to wheel in the number 93, she thinks that she may have generated some faster laps in the middle of the run. Because here's the thing. Fear run around here is at the very least 60 some odd laps, 80 some odd laps. I mean, in real life NASCAR it's over 100, but I know around here they do only allow people to run only one can of freaking field, so my guess is around 62, 63 laps, something like that.
Yeah, it is around 63 laps, more or less, because if this was times 1, we can go 150 laps, no problem.
Okay, not 150 laps, and then we're looking at 75 laps, give or take, of fuel, which means we could be seeing some fuel saving, assuming we do not have a caution. But we're going to have to wait and see, though, because cautions could, and let's be honest, will happen. So,
oh, yes. However, there's another thing that you need to nugget on, the tires. Because right now, tire wear at this place is up. And as these drivers continue to go, they might have to pit early and even before the start of the pit window to change their rubber.
Yeah, so very likely these drivers will be requiring 2 stops to complete the race. As this is a part of why qualifying matters. You see Tari, who started in the back. If you start in the back, you stay in the freaking back. That's pretty much how Martinsville works. So really, if you want to be a contender, step 1, qualify on pole. As we are on board with one of the drivers who could be in danger of going a lap down. Bye! Tari saying, bleep you, I don't want to go home again. I am too traumatized by that.
My goodness gracious. Like, and we saw Sue actually using the curve a little bit. And that is something that it is very common practice. It's very common practice over here at this place to use the curve a little bit to aid on your braking or to aid on your passing. And for Sue, it is working on trying to get past Tari.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to say it as is here. You qualify in the back, you expect to have problems since the start. And basically, that's what's going on for quite a few people over here. So,
and
doesn't surprise me. And and there's the leaders. As it looks like Truex and Todoroki have put a good distance away from their competition. As it looks like Psycho is falling back, so Sawallich is falling back a little bit. So, I mean, we could be seeing a crap ton of single file racing for a while in the front because nobody seems to want to battle for some reason. So, might be taking their time, still early. Yeah, and of course, Shoto is hoping that he can use one of the lap cars as a pick to get past the 15 to take the lead. Oh, yep, yes. We have a reporter right outside of Martinsville. Wait until lap traffic. That is what Todoroki and possibly even Psycho are waiting to see happen. And of course, you got Sawallich and a little bit more in the back. It looks like Lazaria Smith is also trying to join the party as well from 5th place. As we're now on board with the Amtrak Toyota of William Sawallich.
And just watch it, because once the lap traffic hits, I mean, this is not like the like when we went to Phoenix, where it's a 1 mile track and you can get passing pretty much wherever. No, in this place, you're gonna get a lot of beating and banging between the lap cars and the leaders.
Absolutely, and this is why when it's a short track, especially Martinsville, and to some extent Richmond in Iowa, Bristol, maybe. This is why I said before, qualifying matters. And it matters a lot. But also, something else to watch out for, we already mentioned this earlier, how patient will these drivers be, and will there any tempers go flaring? Because at the moment, we haven't seen many tempers flaring yet, unless you're talking about you're stuck in the back for the entire race.
And
then maybe have some tempers.
There they are.
Yeah.
Truex has them on lock.
Yep, as we saw, so Wallace had a bad exit out of 2. He lost some time to Psycho a little bit, but Ryan Truex, in about a couple of laps, is going to deal with lap traffic here, and that may form an issue. As right now, as Mr. Art over here would not like this, but right now we got a good battle for the reverse lead.
Oh, yeah.
I know he is not going to like that in the comments.
Yeah, he ain't
oh
gonna
boy,
like that.
I'm just having a little bit of fun here. But
and there's Truex. He's caught up.
Yep, there's Truex. Uh-oh. Truex is here. Shut up, Cody. Don't pull a Voiles. Yep. I knew it. But there's Ryan Truex. Right there next to the lap traffic. But Todoroki, you said it. He lost some time. Psycho still can't seem to close on Todoroki if it's less than 3 car lengths.
Well, at least not yet, but there it is. Tari is now going to fall a lap down to Ron Truex.
And Tari Smith will be the reverse leader. Oh boy.
But watch it. Psycho's gonna wait for her teammate's lap down to be her salvation, but did she get forced up? She went to the high side.
That was not a good entry. That was not a good entry, because now she's getting issues from one of the most mid drivers in the O'Reilly series. Williams Wallace is right there, but Psycho trying to manage her own with Shoto right there. Oh, this is going to take a while, folks. But it looks like Ryan Truex is getting past it just fine.
And there it goes.
Oh, boy. Here we go. She forced Todoroki up, but she ain't going to get past yet. Does Todoroki clear her? No. Not yet. As Psycho trying to get help not only from the curb, but also from Sawalich. As Todoroki is forcing the high side, as Psycho is trying anything she can to get to second place. Because let me tell you right now, that 15 car, what are they doing? Oh my goodness. And you wonder why. And you wonder a couple of things here, but basically, before I ask Tari a couple of stupid questions later, Ryan Truex got past 1 car lap down, but we'll see, because Dale Busch could be the next one to go a lap down, and Zoe Persons is getting very desperate to keep her race alive. As I think we're separating a little bit, and as a matter of fact, you see Todoroki the high lane, he does not want to be cleared for second place. And you said it, we may be seeing green flag pit stops.
Dale got a little loose and he got into the 33.
Yep. And just like that, Dale Busch trying to clear so he too can stay in the lead lap, but he's also trying to fight the outside lane to get past the 33. I don't know if that's going to work out. Driver high in the points, he is likely going to be taking a hit almost regardless.
Not yet for Dale, as he's trying to keep himself on the lead lap.
My goodness. And Ryan Truex is unable to get anywhere. And as a matter of fact, Psycho's unable to clear Truex. This is crazy.
Yeah, he cannot do anything. He still keeps the fastest lap, though.
Yeah. Speaking of laps, let's see who wins the fastest lap so far, shall we?
Yes.
As it looks like Ryan Truex remains on the fastest lap, a lot of things did not change here. So don't be surprised if Ryan Truex still has a shot to get the full 56 points exiting the race. As Psycho could be coming for the lead, but remember, she's got to try to clear Todoroki if she wants to have a shot, and it would be great to take the lead shortly before green flag pit stops. Because assuming you don't make a mistake, you control the lead, you keep the lead. And especially if you can save the field, because remember, if you manage your tires, then you can go on to manage your field. So, we'll see how that works out, as it looks like Psycho's getting ever so closer to clear Todoroki, and that might be huge! My goodness, that was almost a moment. But Psycho is... what in the... Okay, I questioned that braking by the Z04 because it looks like she was clear of Todoroki, and that could have given Todoroki an opportunity to try to get back to the inside lane, because even if the outside lane is pretty decent, it is not powerful enough to get past cars often. So if I was in 93, I'd find a way to get back to the inside lane and try to force up. What are we doing?
And Todoroki
tried to send it, but yeah, like Todoroki tried to send it, but if you did that, you would right rear clip the 04, trying to keep the car clean. As we see a pass for fourth, Lazaria Smith to the inside of Williams Walich, as the pack just keeps on coming. And speaking of which, where in the world did Shane King came from?
Well, he's picking up his positions. He's trying to get out that fame of being the acrobat of this series.
As we got a commenter saying, Cody, you bozo, bro. Yep, that's our comment section, folks. Our comment section is usually filled with two people, Sean and Phoenix. Don't worry about them. As we see Lazaria Smith contending for the fourth position here. Shane Kane wants to get past both of them, but thinks twice before considering 3 wide. Meanwhile, we got some oldsters up here, Jimmy Johnson and Jamie McMurray as well. But my goodness. Now commentate right, you bozo, bro.
And the battle to see who stays on the lead, who stays at the tail end of the lead lap is still continuing. It is either Persons or Bush, but none of these two want to give an inch.
Not only that, Tari is desperate to stay on the lead lap, but the thing is, with the inside lane for Psycho, do you try to put the pressure on Ryan Truex?
No, you may not.
Not that kind of pressure! Get that out of your mind!
No!
As we have Cy Persons trying to clear Dale Busch, because here's the thing, if the inside lane can finally get back going, then the next car that could possibly go a lap down may very well be Dale Busch. And with that, it comes to your next topic, tire wear. And that might be helping Ryan Truex at the moment, because what Psycho wants to do? Well, she wants to take the lead before we commence green flag pit stops. because that could be vantage point right there. But if Ryan Truex just keeps on hanging on here, then he will more likely than not be controlling the lead, and assuming his pit crew doesn't make a mistake, he'll be the leader. As you see the tail end of the front pack,
and
Jamie...
there's the rest.
Oh, yep, I think we have our contenders here today now, don't we? Oh, Lord. This is crazy. The tail end, the top 10, 12 seconds behind the leader. As you got him, you got Gab Dennis, you got Ortis, you got Camille. It's a party over here.
And Regina.
A party of mid. Not good, not bad, just mid.
Oh, yes, it is a little bit. Jimmy Johnson trying to get past the 14 of Lynn Lau Jr.
I think it might be cleared, maybe. That might be a big maybe, but the 14 might still try to hang on. So we'll keep an eye on that battle as well. As we have... Okay, you know what? I'm just going to do this. Hey, Ryan Truex. I think you know why.
Why?
He led on the brain rot number.
Oh, yeah.
And now I'm getting another frying pan ready. Because... Give us about 5 seconds. While Tari is still trying to stay on the lead lap. And for Leon, the horny number. There we go. No more frying pans for today. As Truex still hanging on. We are moments away from green flag pit stops. Because remember, field range is about 75 laps, so it makes you question, will somebody trying to pit on lap 76 to get an advantage?
That's gonna be the big question at everyone's mind, but at the moment, it doesn't seem that for Truex things are going any right, because he is stuck, like he's stuck in a box.
Not only him, but Psycho stuck in the box, Todoroki stuck in the outside lane, but it's his saving grace at this point. Because he could race Psycho on the pit road, but he has to be careful, because he might not have the advantage on entry if they both pit on the same lap. So Todoroki, this might actually be good for Todoroki. Oh, of course it had to get ruined.
Caution. And we have a caution, first caution of the day, and it comes... from the resource.
Oh, for crying out loud. Well, folks, in AT&T, we have to explain this. So, every once in a while, especially at a short track, we have some random folks that like to throw debris on the track. And apparently, this could be one of which... Because what's this? Okay, let's see. Oh, for Pete's sakes. I'm going to have a word with somebody after the race. Oh, I wonder who this belongs to.
We already know who.
Yep. I thought it was MF17 Ashido for a second, but then I saw this. A loose can of tuna that somebody did not pick up. And I think I know who that is.
Is she?
I don't... Is she around? Let me look. Our people are looking at... What the hell is she sleeping a turn for?
And we had a huge disadvantage coming out of the pit road. Because look who got screwed over.
Oh, Todoroki, not a good time. And speaking of people who got screwed over, or in this case may have had an advantage, Tari is going to get back in the lead lap.
Yes, they will.
So this is going to be interesting here. So Tari, this might be advantage, but also disadvantage at the same time. What in the world are we doing? As wait a minute, is there a car stuck? Angel, look back! Angel, look at the pet exit again. I think there's a car stuck.
Oh no, nobody was stuck.
Oh, wait a minute. Can we back up for a moment? I think somebody got stuck and hit the pet barrels upon exiting, backed up, and that was just a bit mixed up. That was a bit messed up in my honest opinion, but now this is interesting. Because we know the fuel range. The fuel range is about 75 laps, but with the caution coming out, this gives an opportunity for people to save fuel. And with the restart, looks like it's going to be halted for a little bit. And oh, what are we doing? We were giving Tari the wave around, but okay, looks like they're taking him a little bit. But the restart is being held off a little bit here. But this is opportunity central for everybody else. Because this could help them save fuel, and with it, might not need to come back to pit road for the rest of this race. As we are severely questioning what in the world are we doing? Angel, do you have radio communication there, buddy?
I don't think we can. I don't think we have, because right now these drivers are trying to get back on the lead lap. I mean, they got the wave around, but the pace car is just not letting them.
Oh, for crying out loud. This is not what we needed, folks. As we are trying to get everyone waved around. As, oh, what in the world, Dale? Oh, you have got to be... And Cycle's being held up by Dale! And what are people doing in the outside lane? Okay, you know what? I feel like this is a good time to bring out this soundboard.
What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
Idiot sandwich what?
An idiot sandwich.
My goodness me! And all because of what one of the people in the voice chat called a stupid cat girl. My goodness. As we are taking a look, the can of tuna that was left in turn 4, that was good. But take a look at the camera. A cat girl!
The best part of waking up.
Let's get out of the track! Do. Oh, for crying out loud. Because, as you can see, the cat girl was sleeping, and it looks like she was taking up 2 or 3 seats, exiting turn 4, doozing off. Yeah, it's weird. It would take me a whole 10 minutes to explain the biology of a cat girl. Or any sort of cat-human hybrid of the type.
Oh yeah, as the officials are still trying to wave around some more cars.
Oh my lord. Some try to wave around. Others who were supposed to be trapped a lap down are getting waved around. And people are still not cooperating. Absolute insanity. As like I said before, this is opportunity central for people like Ryan Truex, Psycho, and the majority of others to save their fuel.
And finally,
because
they pretty much waved everyone that was that was trapped a lap down. So that means that we are going green this time after a very
thank the Lord.
Lengthy caution.
As we're going to be restarting on... Son of a...
Wow.
This will be your advice. For how many laps we're going to have to go to restart.
Oh my
there you go. Here, I thought we need to use the frying pan again today. I guess we have to. Exiting turn 4, Ryan Joyce has led this race for the entire time Let's see if we can get to the end. As green flag, and oh boy, either Psycho did not get a good restart, or Truex had too good of a restart.
We see some other actions over here. Jimmy McMurray trying to move Christopher Diaz out of the way. And he tried to send it. Oh, yeah, that was a good send.
He's gonna get it. He's gonna get it.
He gets him.
He will like. Yep. As if this is the opportunity to pass, you gotta do it now. As you have drivers trying to get to the inside lane, trying to get possession here. As we see Psycho shortly behind the 15, but meanwhile, it is taking a little while for McMurray to clear the 72, but I think we're going to get it done. As Todoroki recovering from that horrendous piss.
Oh! He is mad. He is pissed.
Yeah, Todoroki, usually calm-minded, he was not happy when the pit stop, and in the car, he almost lost control of his car. He almost burned the car by his own hand for how bad that was. That or froze it, one of the two, as Todoroki tries to find himself back in the top 5.
And the problem for Sawallich... The problem for Sawallich is that this is going to open the door for Jimmy Johnson to try to do the same.
And not only him, Lynn Loud as well. So this might not be a good ride here for Sawallich unless he can get it back together here and find the inside lane and quick. As once again, you says, "Oh, Jimmy!" As soon as it's about to say Jimmy Johnson.
Wow.
Lynn Loud Jr. may capitalize on that mistake shortly. But
oh, she's trying. She's trying to move him.
And what did I say? Capitalizing on the mistake here. As Lynn Loud.
Oh, Jimmy!
Oh, goodness! Jimmy Johnson using that experience to good use, but unfortunately ain't going to work here. As it looks like he's going to be stuck in the outside for a while. As we are trying to keep an eye on the lead pack, who a single file from first to fourth. Psycho unable to close down the fastest car of the day of Ryan Truex. As I gotta say this, Ryan Truex, he was originally not going to enter this race due to a lack of sponsorship. But ever since he got Oscar Mayer, look at his performance so far. He has been quite overpowered in qualifying, and he could very well be contending to take the points lead exiting this race.
And that is going to join a crowded duo of Gav Dennis and Dale Busch for the AT&T Grand National Series. It's still very early, though.
There still could be contenders that arise here in the middle of the season. We have seen some people who did make what was the playoffs last year by having that late regular season run to get themselves in. It's going to be much harder this time around by staying in the top 12 in points, but hey, you got to do what you got to do. As you see Maggie Splitzer, who will be taking a part of tomorrow's race and will more likely not get a good finish in tomorrow's race. So she's trying to salvage it by getting a good run here. As she's trying to get to the inside of 22. Yeah, Maggie, we are still looking for her teammate for next year Cricket Cup. That's all I'm going to say. Plenty of stories, plenty of details. But even though she has that multi-year contract, it's not going to matter directly to her, but it'll directly matter to who her teammates may be. Because there is a rumor going around that the Smart Motorsports / Glitch Racing Ventures team not only is looking for rebrand and improved logistics, but might be getting another 4-team talking for a possible merger of a Cricket Cup program and expansion of the Straight Talk Truck Series program, both effective for 2027. But more on that later. As we see Psycho pulling away, she is trying to wheel in the 15 of Ryan Truex. If she wants to take the lead, she needs to do it as soon as possible. Because if she doesn't take that lead here, the chances for Truex winning this race only increases. And for the Glitch Racing Ventures team, remember, they almost won a past AT&T Grand National Series race. Oh boy, we have an issue! We have an issue! Caution for a slow car intervening on the track, and it involves the 33 of Zoe Persons. We're gonna see what the heck happened to her, as she's listed as 41st, so somebody else have to have crashed with her. We'll see here as boy, there's your culprit. So she tried to wheel hop, but then she got a little help by Sue, as Sue slams the wall exiting too. Simple incident, but the reason why we have to call it a caution, because she was too close to the leaders. We're gonna take it from another point of view here shortly.
And here's from Sue. Oh, she just got slightly into the 33, and then the 33 just did the rest of the wheel hopping.
I know the VZ chat's gonna be happy about that, because they finally have their carnage. As wait a minute, they want to top up on fuel. Cars are coming in, topping up on fuel. Ryan Truex and Psycho do have a slight advantage, so even if they go a little bit slow on their pit stops, they might not matter to them very much. As Ryan Truex trying to take 4 tires. Tires do matter here. You did say it right, Angel. As there he goes. Ryan Truex obviously first. Psycho obviously second. It's going to be interesting. Oh! Lazaria Smith keeps third. As Todoraki gets past Shane Kane for 4th. Oh boy! That was something. As all of these cars are now good to go for the rest of the way. As we're going to see if any cars DNF'd here, because I did see the 33 was in 41st. So my question is, does someone have issues?
We have a huge mess up, and Desiree Hudson may have had an accident. She becomes the first DNF of this race. But the question is, where is the pace car?
What the? Oh, we have had issues with cautions already, and look, wait a minute, are we set to restart next lap? What? Oh, for the love of Pete! We're doing this again, folks! What in the world? Too many close calls! As cars are raving around! Oh my goodness. As we see in the VC chat, okay, this pit road stinks! And I think I'm going to agree with you on that one. What is going on with pit road? It's like not only you're trapping people laps down unnecessarily, but you're also trapping any of the leaders.
And that is actually a problem.
Yeah, let's just say that the officials are certainly going to have a meeting about themselves after the race, because I am not sure if the fans are happy with how the officiating is going, as Ito is trying to get the trash out of his front bumper by using the pace car. He's trying to pull a Kyle Busch. If you know, you know.
Oh, yes.
As we are trying to process everybody through, as we are going to go down to less than 50 laps to go here at Martinsville, trying to process everyone back. But while we do that, let's talk about how the race has been so far, because let me tell you something. Not bad at all. I mean, Ryan Truex taking control of the lead. Shoto Todoraki was right then and there trying to take it. Unfortunately, couldn't get many opportunities. And as a result, lap traffic and chaos. Next thing you knew, Psycho took advantage of second right before the yellow. And ever since then, chaos breeds chaos. And now it's taking us a while to get cars prepared for the restart.
And because of that, because they don't want to waste any more time, they're just gonna let all these cars that are at the tail end of the lead lap to stay like this. So our leader is still Truex, but he's way back in the field.
Yeah, and that means Ryan Truex can't make a mistake, Psycho can't make a mistake, and plenty others can't make a mistake. So we are going to watch here, but then we're going to quickly go to Truex to see how the battle for the lead goes, as we got many drivers trying to roll around, as Gav Dennis is technically leading for some reason, but we all know he ain't the leader. Green flag, as we're going to rush back to Truex.
You see how much of these drivers that are gonna try to battle, because you know, if you are Tari, you're at the tail end of the lead lap. Basically, if you're anyone over here in this pack, you're gonna be on the lead lap, and Truex may not like this.
Psycho did not have a good turn here. She is trying to see, how do I use the 15 as a pick to take the lead and potentially win the race, because you are running out of time. Since everybody got fresh tires, I don't know what Psycho was doing. I'm not going to lie to you. But regardless, though, Psycho trying to do the same thing that she has done with Todoraki. It wasn't the most clean when she tried to get past Todoraki, so she's trying to change tactics if she wants to go for the race win and possibly lock herself into the next race. She needs to get past Truex. We did look at the owner's points a little bit ago. She needs to get the win here. And this could be opportunity central for her right now. And we have seen people low the owner's points did get a win before. So like I said, opportunity is there for Psycho to restart her season. Because before this, she only made, I think it was 2 races if I'm correct. Yeah, she only made 2 races despite of making last year's playoffs, which is no longer a thing, by the way, don't worry. So, trying to do anything she can to take the lead, but right now is unable to find any pick. But same exact time, she can't make a mistake, because once she does, Todoraki, who has been angry since that pit stop, is right there. And not only him, but Shane Kane trying to get back on track, as Lazarius Smith is going to lose a position here and may lose another.
Yes, man, look at Truex. What a dive bomb that he got on the 29 and the 99. He wants to put some distance with Psycho. Psycho's not going to be trapped by McGill.
Yeah, Psycho was not going to be happy. She was already not happy as is, because she was one of the few drivers that got screwed over, because she was supposed to get owner's points before Daytona, but clearly didn't happen. Now getting blocked by the 99, allowing Ryan Truex to keep the lead and more likely win this race now, because like I said, time is running out. You have seen how long it took for drivers to pass for a position. So practically, the latest that you could try to get past somebody, I don't know when it would be. At this point, there is a chance that it might be too late for anybody to get past Truex anymore. Truex might have already won the race.
Yeah, it might have been looking like this, as, at the moment, Psycho is not liking this position at all.
Hey, Tyler Reddick, take notes. I'm sure you already have. Oh, my goodness. When not a lot of action happens, we like to make jokes around here. Don't worry, it's not just us. Double X likes to do that a lot. As Truex trying to put another driver lap down, this time being Boogie. Boogie was the winner here back in the fall, and back in my debut on top of the commentary booth over here. As here he comes. Oh no, VC chat again. We are getting chaotic here, folks.
Oh boy.
You better grab onto whatever you have, because if Psycho can get to the back of the 15, we might have a good race to the finish. Keyword might. As right now, we still have about for 3rd and 4th, as Lazarius Smith. What does she do? Does she try to keep 3rd, or does she give it up and try to defend from Shane Kane? But, I mean, we'll see here, because Shane Kane as of now, even though he's not the odd one out, he is a full-time driver without a win. So,
oh, he messed up in that corner.
My goodness me. Well, that may have given the 11 some wiggle room. But the 20...
and look at that. She is now to the bumper of Shoto.
Yep, that was the break Lazaria needed because she was about to fall out of fourth. That was not a good corner. Goodness me. This is ridiculous over here. As it looks like the 11 is going to stay in between the 93 and the 20 for now. But once again, it does look like Psycho was unable to get past the 99. The 99, if the 99 does not get out of the way soon, they may be presented the black flag. So that is something to put in consideration here, because remember, you are already a lap down. As soon as second place comes in, this is when you gotta get out of the way. So if Morgan Miguel does not move out of the way in the next few laps here, officials may decide to tell the 99 to move out of the way. Because right now they need to do it soon, because Todoroki is closing in on Psycho. So it is lap down policy if the 99 does not get out of the way soon, and especially if it costs Psycho second, 99 may need to serve a penalty.
Where is that rule book? There's nothing that in the Cricket Cup rule book about it.
Bro, here we go again with the IRL and league conflicts again. Well, okay. To describe what's going on here, I feel like it's best to say this. Praise Martinsville, they said. It'll be fun, they said.
Okay, shut up.
Alright, Angel, what do you see here?
Right now, all we see is Psycho fighting as hard as she can to get past the lap traffic, to get past that 99. But she's lost a lot of time. And
because of the 99!
And Truex,
oh my goodness! And the 99, she is able to fight to get her lap back. Now, this is way more acceptable here, as Morgan McGill might suddenly make this race a bit more interesting here, as Morgan McGill is trying her best to unlap herself, and that could be opportunity central for Psycho. If she can close down the distance, this can put her and or Todoroki possibly in contention for the win, but oh my goodness!
The Sarah Pettit.
And look at that! Look at that! Psycho has a legit chance to take the lead. She has been patient all race. She's to the inside! Inside the 15. I don't think she got it yet. That was not a good exit. She might try again. Truex needs to get back, and he does. Truex will block Psycho out again. That was a close call, but unfortunately, not what Psycho needed, as she will need the hope for lap traffic to force him to the outside lane again. Oh, for Pete's sakes. That car is getting quite tight on side. What
car?
Midoriya!
I think
Psycho! Look at Psycho! Look at Psycho! She can take the lead!
And she does! She does! Psycho takes it!
Due to the incident involving the toe, she takes the lead! What a turn of events!
And they're going on pit road! They're going to pit road! And now...
Okay!
Look!
What? What? Well, okay. I got a very dumb question for a couple of people. When you went to pit road at about lap 100, why are you pitting now? Especially when you're intending to win the race!
Because most of them are trying to take on the tires. Jimmy Johnson and Ernie Camille.
Oh my goodness, 97! Oh, they may need to take a look at another.
One car was slapped the wall. But it might have been slight.
Galvan!
That was Eileen Galvan. As we have a brand new leader, it is now the 12 Romina Ortiz at the front.
They're lucky that I cannot curse in the commentary booth, because I would have some creative language for what we're seeing here. But Psycho, this is good for Psycho specifically. Well, what in the world? Oh, we are going to have a hard time to see who's even leading exiting this.
It's Haley Deegan.
Oh my. Okay, now I got other dumb questions. As we are spewing chaos, as Deegan, what in the... Oh, we might need to
start kicking up.
We might need to have a bit of a discussion with some folks here, as of now, we do believe Psycho is in the lead, and this is good for her, because if she can keep the lead, she may go on to win the race, and this would be very important for the 04 team.
Wait a minute. It is instead the 11 of Laceria Smith. I mean, she was the first one to pit.
Well, okay. Now we got other dumb questions at this point.
And it's now Georgia. Georgia's the lead.
Well, okay. Georgia wasn't even in the front.
Laceria now. Laceria takes the lead.
What? Oh, I got a very dumb question. What did the 11 do?
She pitted early. She
Bro,
pitted early.
I don't think she pitted early there. She was right next to the front runners, and most of all of them pitted.
Well, she did pit early. And this is big and central.
Okay. We've officially lost the plot. We have officially lost the plot here at Martinsville.
We have two cars have retired because that hit to the barrels.
Yep, 2 out, 25 out.
Yeah, Eileen Galvan and Izuku Midoriya.
Oh,
and with Gav Dennis, our point leader, he is stuck a lap down. And Dale Bush is currently in 16th. So at the moment, Dale Bush could be the brand new AT&T Grand National point leader.
We are... I am going to have a couple of questions to ask when we get this race done with. But... Christopher Diaz, too. Christopher Diaz was not remotely in contention to begin with. And for some reason, he is second. Like...
Looks like we're gonna have some very big action over here. Whoa!
Well,
Easy does it.
I don't know about. Yeah, Easy does it. We don't need another caution. Last we need is another caution, and then wait forever in the day for people to get back around. Because at this point, I'm gonna be real here. If we have another caution, people are going to pit. And then you may as well end the race under caution. So we have tons of chaos here for the SCP 250.
Oh, yes, a lot of chaos. And now Diaz is trying to catch up to the 11.
Oh, my goodness. Yep. As remember, fastest lap of the race does get rewarded 1 point. Last we checked, it was Truex.
And it's still
And
Truex.
it is still Truex. As we got other developments for fastest lap here, as we are down to about 10 to go, Christopher Diaz getting past 84. He may have a shot.
No, he's not trying to get past. He's trying to defend against the 84 because he knows Georgia could be having a fast car.
Oh, that could develop things. Because Christopher Diaz, if he is unable to get past the 11, that gives the 11 a win right off the spot, but the 84 preventing the 72 from doing so. I don't know if I like that. They need to keep it together. Because
and she does it successfully.
Wow. Great move by the 84 Georgia Hearts, but now this may bring chaos because she wants to lap herself right there to the 11. This would have been a great bound for the win if the 84 would have been on the lead lap.
And
there she comes to the inside lane.
Georgia
there she is.
Georgia,
great job.
Herself.
Great job by Georgia right then and there. As to be honest with you, I mean, even though Georgia Hearts was able to get past, this was not good for the 72 or for the 04. But man, fantastic moves by the 84 of Lazaria Smith.
And now this is where it's going to get tricky and it's going to get bad. Here is Chris. He is now close to Lazaria.
Yep, he is close to Lazarian Psycho, who is... I will not be surprised if she's driving angry at this point. Because remember, she probably was supposed to win this race now. Now, we got people like the 11 who snuck her way through in the 72. Which, in a where did he come from moment. He is right there, but unfortunately the laps are counting down. He needs to get to the inside of the 11 and fast because we are down to 5 remaining.
And we have 3 wide.
Psycho! What? Psycho got forced 3 wide. She is not going to be happy with the 22.
Here comes Diaz. And he's trying to get to the inside.
Yep, this is something. Get out the popcorn. We may have a battle for the win. Has the 72 to the lead. He is to the lead. Holy cow.
But now he has to defend against the 22. He's trying to defend against
crying out loud. As we are having plenty of battles, all thanks to lap traffic. 3 to go. As next flag ends the race, as Lazaria Smith stuck in the outside of 3 wide. Psycho will take second.
She is, Diaz is now on the chopper.
He is screwed, but so is Psycho. Psycho is also screwed. This is safe for Christopher Diaz as we're down to 2 to go.
He's trying to run all these lap
Psycho's having
cars.
a hard time. Psycho's having a hard time. Diaz is having a hard time. This will very likely give Christopher Diaz the one. Psycho! Psycho will get to the inside. That might have been our last chance. Here we go. White flag by Wells Fargo Bank.
And Miguel
has been an issue for Psycho all race long. She might have prevented her from having one shot at the 72.
And he did, and the caution seems to be out. Caution is out.
What the? Race is over. Christopher Diaz is going to win at Martinsville.
Wow.
We have to take a look at where everybody was at the moment of the caution. But the 72, I don't know what he had to do to get up there. I doubt he was in the front for the entire race, but before we get to the results, let's take a look at what caused the race-ending caution. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Oh, great.
4 wide. Oh, boy. Maybe somebody wanted the 8 wide racing after all. Only in the form of half. It looks like TG trying to get the oh, my goodness. Couple of hits there, but... What the? He keeps it going at least.
Yeah, he kept it going. Ito Teiji, actually by his own teammate. That is Gav in the 17.
Yeah, let's take a look here.
Gets McMurray
man.
and Games.
And then here comes the 12. Yeah, Romina was the last one to get hit. A multi-car pile-up. Ended the race under caution. As we're going to take a look at another point of view here in just a sec. Here's Dennis.
Wow.
Oh, boy. That was close.
That was a teammate feud indeed.
My goodness. Well, there goes one. As that will end the race, everybody did make it back. You do see who was the fastest lap. So Ryan Truex, the pole setter, will get the extra point. But we take a look at the results. And Christopher Diaz, very successful here last year. He gets it done at Martinsville despite not being in the front for the entire race. But there he is. So there for the win. I gotta say, where did he come from? That's gonna be a lot of people's minds here exiting this race as he takes it home for the STP 250. Grandfather clock about to be taken here as the trophy, as it always has been for Martinsville. Been the good old Martinsville tradition. As we look at the rest of the results here, Psycho, who needed the win to get into the top 35 in honors points. Well, Psycho, enjoy qualifying next week because she finishes second. So we got Sawalich in third. Good knowledge for the O'Reilly race later. Lazaria Smith, Shane King rounds out the top 5. Then we got Camille, Truex, the poster fell to 7th. Todoraki 8th. And then we got the old-timers, McMurray and Johnson wrapping up the top 10. As we see not so many people finish on the lead lap. How many exactly? Well, let's see here. 15 people finish on the lead lap. As we take a look towards the bottom to see how many people DNF'd here. If I'm correct, only 3. Yep, only 3 failed to finish the race. Desiree Hudson crashed out. Where, we do not know, and we're going to pretend it didn't happen. As Deku crashed out, as well as Eileen Galvin during green flag pit stops for tire wear issues. As that'll do it, a chaotic ending to a calmer than usual race at Martinsville. Christopher Diaz currently stands as the winner. He won a couple races last year. There he is again, continuing his success as one of the most consistent drivers in the AT&T Grand National Series.
And guess what? We're going to have a new point leader because, remember, Gavin Dale, they came up tied in points. And because of Dale's great run and Gav's mishaps, Dale Bush is your new points leader.
Yeah, because, I mean, you take a look at the battle here. Regina Servant had some issues. Ryan Truex did finish well, but it's not going to be enough for him to take the points lead. But he's going to be very close, though. Jasmine Pry was 11 points back. Jasmine did not have the best of runs neither. So because of that, it all came down to the tiebreaker between Gav and Dale. And with that, Dale Bush is your new points leader. And before we wrap things up here, Angel, any final thoughts? I'll let the VC chat have their final thoughts as well. So, yeah, I'll just read them off as we go.
This race was chaotic, and I think it's going to be a little appetizer what we're going to see tomorrow.
Oh, yes. 42 cars race here. Another 42 race here tomorrow in the Cricket Cup Series STP 500. Yep, I have to double check that on AGDN. And until then, this has been Coinsman on Alex Prime Plays YouTube channel. We'd like to thank you for watching the AT&T Grand National Series race here in the Cricket NR League. And we'll see you next week as AT&T gets ready to race at Rockingham, North Carolina for an Easter Classic. We'll be there as well as you, so we'll see you next week in North Carolina.